And all we need is an ordinary copper mallet. Put this through the wheel, hook the bead like that. Fair bit of force. Going to open it up like that, and then hopefully a few smacks and it pops out. And you've got the tyre and the wheel. And you can see this is the well of the wheel, and these are the beads. You've got one thick and one thin. And at the next point where we're going to put the tyre on, we need to put it on so it comes over this. But I'll just go get the other wheel now. Okay, now we've broken both beads on this now. I've taken the tyre off the valve. The difference with this one is, to the module that I took off earlier, is that this one's got a tube in it. So make sure the valve core pushes through the hole, and then hopefully you can see that. There. That's the tube. Now obviously, when using the tyre levers to take the bead off the back, you need to be very careful not to catch the tube with them, otherwise you'll damage it and then the tube will be knackered. So then to take the tube out, basically make sure it's through that well, put your hand underneath, you can feel the tube, and then sometimes it's easy to start at the bottom, got hold of it there, there's plenty of room, then you simply pull it out like so, and then do the same as we did earlier on the modular. Take that tyre off the rim. One point is, if you are going to put a tyre back on using a tube, is that the valve is handed, it's on one side of the tube, so it's often better to put a little bit of air in it just to inflate it so you can see which side the valve goes at. Otherwise, when you put the tube into the wheel, when you blow it up, the valve will try and pull itself out of the hole, and you'll have to break the bead, take the tyre half off the rim and turn the tube round inside. Alright, thank you. Okay, this is our new valve. It's going to go in this new wheel because we're going tubeless. So we take the valve cap off, get a little valve tool. I don't know whether you can see it, but that's a little thing there, and that fits in the end of your valve, and then it unscrews the core. Core drops out like that, and you put them in a safe place. The next thing to do is to fit this valve stem to the wheel itself. You can see it's raised at the back so it can't pull through, and then it's got this little rib here. It goes in from the back. So you take the wheel, place it through the valve, the other end of the valve to it. Screws into there. So now you should be able to see, there's the valve tool sticking out the other side. That's a very tight fit through there. So what we do, take one of our tyre levers, it's got this in the end of it, so you can hook that over the valve tool, spin it, and with any luck, pop that valve through. Get that off. Pull a bit of paint through there, and unscrew that. Now you can see that's tight fit up to there. It's through there. Now I was mentioning the thin bit and the thick bit. Now this alters the distance that the tyre goes on. So you always start by putting the tyre on the shallowest part of the wheel. So we're going to drop the wheel face up. Like so. And then take our tyre. Quick check, make sure there's no sharp bits, stones inside or anything like that. and then you need to stand with your feet in a V up to the tyre, like up to the wheel like that, so that the wheel can't come backwards. Then you're going to get onto the tyre, and hopefully, if it works properly, you're going to lift it up and smack it straight onto the bead. Just like that. So now this bead of the tyre is in the well and this bit is on the rim. So once again, ordinary copper mallet. Turn that so you can see. And then just smack that round like that. And there you are. One bead on. Second bead, a bit more tricky. Now you always make sure, especially if you're using a tube, that you start opposite the valve, because otherwise the bead can drop into the well and get caught in the valve, which obviously makes it a lot harder for the tyre to go on. So we're going to ease that over with the tyre lever there. Take another tyre lever, get a bit more. Just get that seated there. Keeping that one in, we'll go over here, pop that one in. The trick is to take little bits at a time, otherwise it's just too hard for the tyre levers. Once again, pop that in, just going to nudge that in, over here. At this stage, to get the bead of the tyre to drop down into the well of the wheel.